Ye is pumping us with massive loads of new music, Yeezy Season X, and even a Yeezy coin cryptocurrency. God, how far we've gone. It's been a minute, but let's talk about all of this stuff, the state of Ye and his music right now, and get into the video. And before any of that, as always, leave a like, subscribe, helps my channel out a ton and grows our community even stronger. And let's talk about everything because I've been slacking. I know it's been a while since a video, but hey, I've been moving, give me a break. And even as dry as it feels with really all of rap right now, it feels like nothing major is really going on. We still do have some info and updates on what Ye is doing behind the scenes, especially considering we have Bully supposedly dropping in less than a month at this point. It really doesn't feel like that album is a month away. And I think the quietness actually does mean that something good is coming, or at least something is coming. So let's start off with the big question that everyone is wondering about. What is happening to Bully? We do have some quiet moves from Ye, like I said, so let's talk about those, with the first being removing all of his tweets once again. We're on a clean slate, guys. What happened in February on Twitter? I have no idea. There's no tweets there. But we do have one tweet left, and it is for his album In a Perfect World, where if you guys don't remember, this was a tweet announcing the title of his next project, maybe after Bully, but it is music, and this definitely means that Ye is still probably working on it. But this tweet does spawn in a lot of questions, right? Like, what does this mean for music? Is there going to be a rollout for this album? What does this mean for Bully? Now, I definitely think this was done just so Ye could let us know that he is still working on this project. It's still actually a thing, unlike other names that we have heard around this similar time period that we first heard In a Perfect World. Like, for example, his fully rage music inspired album called Yage, which ended up to just turning out to be an idea. Which, can you imagine that, a whole Ye project, like something like Rest in Bass Level by Che? Just like that industrial Cardi pop-out sound, that would have been absolutely insane. Probably more experimental than anything he's gonna drop. I guess like the first version of that is Yeezus, with kind of that industrial futuristic sound. I'm getting off topic. In a Perfect World, which used to be Cuck, is still getting worked on, and I wouldn't worry too much about this being hot garbage, at least for now, because if you have listened to the Cuck leaks, they're not the best. You really have to let Ye's process fully flesh out when it comes to music like this. He did have an album called Hitler, and it turned into what we all know and love today as Ye, and that's literally peak music. So I do have high hopes for this. But back to the topic of Bully. How does something like this affect that rollout in the end game of all of this new music? Will it come first? I doubt it. If it does, will Bully get delayed? Could Bully turn into In a Perfect World? I honestly don't think that would be a bad move from Ye, which I'll talk about a little later in the video. But before that, I'll run through all the other stuff that we know from Ye lately, since we are on the topic of the Bully release. Ye is in LA right now, and we have a bunch of different pictures, even saying that he is in album mode, possibly near a studio. Along with that, some pictures of him enjoying his time on a jet ski. Hey, if he's not going to be working on music and he's just going to be living his life doing side quests, I'd so much rather having him looking happy, healthy, and good on a jet ski than him spewing on his Twitter account with millions of followers how much he hates Jews. But yeah, either way, like I said, Ye looks like he's healthy, and that is definitely good for the music. Now, while Ye has been in LA, in my last video, I spoke about how the Yeezy website finally came back after being down for months with a bunch of new different products. Well, he's doing other things as well in regards to Yeezy, and coming back with the website came something else, and that is the Yeezy coin. Ye's crypto is allegedly back. We know that he was planning to do this for a while, and he kind of had everyone on Twitter going crazy over it. When clearing his Twitter for the In a Perfect World tweet, he also followed a new account, the only account he is currently following, being Yeezy_money. Now, the Yeezy website officially also takes crypto as a payment now. Ye also did put out a tweet announcing this entire like Yeezy economy, and the Yeezy money account even started tweeting things and features that this Yeezy economy has, like Ye Pay, the Ye crypto card. In all reality, this is probably going to get pumped and dumped. A lot of crypto people are saying to stay away from it. It's probably going to be some easy money. We might be the method, I can't lie. I know a lot of crypto is often associated with scams, especially when done by a celebrity. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. We could see this flesh out to be something huge. It could be terrible, who knows? This is one of those things that we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, Yeezy crypto is coming. Now, besides these hard fact things that we have right now, there is really nothing else that is completely solidified news like this. But there is some potentially misleading stuff that we can talk about. So now at this point, I'm sure most of you know Ye's movie is coming to theaters theaters on September 19th. And if you didn't, it's called In Whose Name, a doc on his life, right before Bully, by the way, which is set to still drop on September 26th. Does this movie confirm that Bully is not getting delayed anymore? Will this be a part of the rollout and that it will finally just come out on this date? It's starting to feel a little bit like Vultures 2 with the Bully rollout, even though there wasn't really a rollout for Vultures 2, but more in terms of like not a lot of hype being here for the album anymore. And that's why I brought up that maybe Bully just turns into In a Perfect World with all different songs. Comeback album, that's what we're all hoping for. But you guys know what I mean. It's just another case of we have to wait and see. Now, along with this, we do have another possible performance from Ye that could come before his releases and act as a listening party. So as most of you might remember, Ye was supposed to be headlining the festival Rubicon in Slovakia. Well, it got canceled because of the government, and now they are moving the performance from Ye into the Czech Republic because so many people want it so bad. So like I was saying, listening party before the album, possibly it's on really short time. So they would really have to announce it at some point within the next 10 days. We really have no idea, kind of in limbo right now if you can't tell. But comment your thoughts, anything you're thinking, any questions you have, I'm sure someone can answer them. What you had for breakfast, I don't care, I still read all of them. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, follow my TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and join my Discord for a bunch of more instant rap news, OTN content, and more. Thanks so much for watching, and on that note,